welcome to Friday's Chit Chat with Ross
And Robbie, where we like to chat.
about chat.
We do. It's Friday. Friday. I don't know.
I don't know.
It is. Happy weekend. It's Friday.
Happy weekend. Does anybody
What's
have
your
any
plans?
plans for the
What
weekend?
you gonna do?
You know, we have the opportunity for a lot here.
Tell me.
Music,
Oh,
concerts.
every
Stuff.
day of the week it feels like sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. And there's so many venues here.
There are, which is great. It's
So
awesome.
you can have different genres at different venues.
Yep.
Same night. And, I mean, downtown could just be hopping.
And good and
More so
bad.
than it usually is.
Good and bad. Like sometimes a dilemma can be, okay, you can have like some country artists that you really, really like
Mhm.
in town with some former '80s hot band that you really,
man.
really love.
Oh, man.
So then you're like torn between two loves.
Torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool.
Yep, just like that. So yeah. So I think that is a good and bad problem, but the problem is like sometimes like you're really
You
torn
really have to
about
choose.
who you got to see.
Yeah, because like when we were growing up, the only concerts we could ever really go to were always in Memphis.
And
Right.
I was not allowed to go.
And I wasn't
Thanks for bringing
either.
that up. Why
So-
weren't you allowed to go?
Because why would I be able to go to Memphis?
My brother was.
Well, he was probably
I
more
was
responsible than
bitter.
me.
He was not. He was. I'm sure we're equally responsible.
My very first concert
Oh.
ever was at the Grand Ole Opry. Years and years and years ago.
I don't know. I know who my first concert was as an adult. I don't remember who my
Well,
first kid concert was.
That was my first concert ever. My
I don't
first
know.
ever. And it was funny. Brooks and Dunn opened for Alan Jackson, and I remember thinking, I don't know who this Brooks and Dunn people are. Couldn't think of a single song by them. And then they started playing. I'm like, wow, yeah, I've heard them. That's great. It was pretty cool.
No, like my brother.
Not my favorite concert of all time.
My brother is older than I, and he really liked rock and roll, like really like Def Leppard and Kiss, and like really jamming out rock and roll stuff. So when he got his license, he and his friends from high school were allowed to drive down to Memphis, which for us at the time was like 2.5 hours, because we didn't have all the construction stuff we have now. So he was allowed to go. Kudos to my brother. Shout out to Rocky. Thank you so much. He would always bring me back a t-shirt concert, a concert t-shirt.
Well, that was nice.
Even if I didn't know who they were. I had a lot of black t-shirts that were dark and spooky from artists and I didn't know who they were. But they were really, really cool. So thanks for all the t-shirts, bro. I love that. So then I remember like it was time, you know, I was getting my license and I think people in high school were going. There was a new like amphitheater thing in Memphis where everybody's starting to go. And I remember getting so excited because one of the first tickets that I wanted to get concerts that I wanted to get tickets to was Kenny and Dolly. And I believe it was their Islands in the Stream tour. I think was the name of what that tour was. So look that up and see how far back that was. And then I remember asking my mother, like, you know, hey, mom and dad, like, gonna go see Kenny and Dolly. A couple of my friends want to go. We want to load up the car and go. My parents said no.
So what did you do?
Because Memphis was such a bad reputation and was such a bad place to go to concerts. And I was like, how did we come into this? Because my brother
Did
used
the
to go
same
see
thing.
Kiss and Def Leppard and all those
In that
really
same
rock and
town.
roll in the same place. I was going to ask to see Kenny and Dolly. I
Well,
was
you were
vetoed.
the baby.
I was
There's
vetoed.
a difference. Well, I happened to see a great concert back in December, and I think my favorite concert. Can I say who it was?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Garth Brooks.
Oh.
I had never been to a Garth Brooks
I've been to
concert,
Garth.
and he absolutely killed it.
He does a great concert.
I mean, he's not young anymore. Not to say he's old by any means, but my gosh, that man kept going all night long. I was so impressed with that.
2 concerts, we got to wrap up. Like, my favorite person to go see is Dolly Parton. I've been to her a couple of times, so for me, she never disappoints. I love Dolly. She's awesome. But then, one surprise concert that I went to, I worked in Branson for a period of time. There were a lot of theaters that were going up at the time. Wayne Newton had a brand new theater and
Stop.
a brand new show.
Stop.
And he went, and I thought, like, well, I don't really know Wayne's stuff. And I went. Wayne performed straight up 3 hours back to back Didn't leave the stage except maybe once for a costume change or whatever. I was surprised at how much Wayne Newton material I knew. It was a surprisingly great concert for somebody I wasn't anticipating knowing anything about. What about you?
There you have
Who
it.
do you like? Who was your first concert?
Not Wayne Newton.
Who was your last concert?
Not
What
Wayne
was your
Newton.
What was your like favorite experience? Give us that down in the comments below.
Be sure
Don't
to
forget
like
to
us.
like us. Don't forget to share us. Check us out on YouTube. See you tomorrow on Facebook. Love you. Bye.
Bye.